My name's Chris Hall and I'm really excited to tell you about the NDIS Sales Masterclass. Now, my background is that I'm an NDIS business coach who specializes in sales and marketing. So what I do is I help providers discover the strategies that are going to grow their businesses. Now, my background is originally in IT, but also in my own businesses over the last 12 years. I've personally set up 5 of my own entities, including a charity. Now, what I can offer you is an insight into the sales strategies that really make the difference in terms of turning leads into opportunities that will be participants for your business. Now, what we're going to do in this masterclass is cover 2 sessions. Session 1 will cover the first 2 modules, which I'll go over momentarily, and session 2 will cover modules 3 and 4. These sessions go for 4 hours each. They are live via Zoom, and should you choose to purchase this, simply add those 2 sessions to the cart and you'll be sent the Zoom details. Now, what I'll do momentarily is go through the module structure just to demonstrate how jam-packed these things are in terms of value. And what I'll also talk about is the e-learning that's included as an added bonus to the masterclass. So basically what you're getting as part of this program are 8 hours of live time with myself, for a rate that would be cheaper than if you had to pay me one-to-one as a consultant. So there's already value there. In addition to that, you're getting $495 worth of e-learning, which is self-paced and can be gone away and looked at in your own time. So if you want to kind of come back to the principles that we talk about within the live masterclass, you can go to the e-learning at your own time, and it includes also templates that will be used to apply the learnings to your own business. So if you're looking to create a paradigm shift, to create a massive different approach to the way that you tackle your sales, then this is the course for you. So let me jump now into the module structure and we'll talk more about it. So this is the detail of the module structure that we'll be covering as part of the Sales Masterclass. This is also mirrored in the e-learning so that you can see a one-to-one relationship and kind of map back to what we talked about in the live environment to your own self-paced time. So first of all, this is indeed the kind of wisdom that I normally cover across an 8-week consulting process. I'm putting it into 4 modules that are self-paced as an e-learning program. And we're also going to go through this content live just to make sure you really get the material and also have an opportunity for coaching and live insight as we go. Now, I've already explained who I am. These are the 4 modules. Module 1 is how to get profitable. Module 2, predictable revenue and how to generate that. Number 3, what are the NDIS sales strategies that make the biggest impact? And then number 4, bringing your strategy to life. So in terms of how these are actually structured, in module 1, we're going to cover the following content. We're going to look at certain things such as customer lifetime value. I won't explain what that is now, but we're going to show you how that is absolutely essential for generating a sales strategy, and then also a marketing strategy should you want to tap into that as well. We'll look at the income streams, we'll look at commercial targets and what it means to actually scale a business, because I think that it's really important that we shift from the mindset of getting by or breaking even or making a small amount of profit, and we talk about what it means to truly thrive so that you've got oxygen in your machine that's going to be the scaling journey of your business. There's lots of stuff in here that we'll be talking about, things such as customer acquisition cost, and I'll explain that during the workshop, but it's a very holistic way of understanding what it truly means to be profitable. Think about it like presenting to a board, even if you don't have a board at this point in time. I'll show you how to operate like a larger operator. In module 2, we're going to talk about what is a sales strategy, how do you define sales targets, what does it mean to have staff, what are the job descriptions, what's the customer relationship management side of things look like. We'll also talk about how a lot of operators are typically relying on inbound sales rather than also combining that with an outbound sales process. And I'll show you how you can generate an approach for outbound as well as inbound. Then we'll look at defining a commission structure, and there's some really good news on that. I've got some ways of ensuring that, yes, you can reward your salesperson now or your future salespeople, but you can do it in a way where the business always wins first. And I think you'll be really excited to see the way that I can structure a commission plan for your business, and that will mean that you reward your salesperson, but then once they've been rewarded, you're the one that wins ongoing. It will cost less than you think. Module 3 looks at what are leads and what's a pipeline, how do we qualify leads, and we'll include templates, for example, on great qualification questions and the methodologies that should be used when qualifying lead. And what qualification means is basically validating how good a quality that prospect is in front of you. We'll talk about B2C, so business to customer, and also B2B strategies, because we've got to have a blend, in my opinion, within the NDIS as a marketplace. There's something called a sales cadence. Again, we'll go through that, but I'll show you how we can create an engaging kind of timeline that is what a sales cadence is, and it will be something that we can automate and that will bring massive benefits, yet it will ensure that you're engaging with your prospects. So I'm not going to explain what it is now because it's a complicated subject, but we'll show you an approach that will basically mean that you can automate 80% of it, but it will ensure that your prospects are getting back to you and that you're nurturing them with the type of content that you need to. After that, we'll be looking at what's called the a uniform pipeline for sales. So I'll explain the different stages that can exist of that. We'll look at automation and how you can, remove the manual work that takes just too much time. We'll look at some great things such as the top 3 missed sales opportunities in the NDIS that a lot of providers don't think about. And then finally, sales scripts for each of your service offerings. Because, for example, let's say you do SIL, you want to have a sales script for SIL. Let's say you do assisted daily living, you want a sales script for that so that you have a repeatable and scalable business over time. Finally, within module 3, we'll talk about referral culture and how incredibly easy it can be to ask for referrals, but we often make it a more complex subject than we need to. The final module will go into quite a lot of detail on how to document a sales strategy. We'll talk about some practical steps of what it means to sign up to a CRM if you don't have one already. We'll talk about the power of personality trait tests and how you can use that as a recruitment approach for making sure that you've got the right people in your team. And then finally, we'll talk about what it means to train your staff or indeed to recruit that new staff member. So as you can see, very structured. It's got a methodology behind it. And I've broken it up into 2 4-hour workshops so that we have time to work through the templates, apply it to your business, and really make sure that you get the outcome that you need for your business. So sign up at the link. You'll be sent the Zoom details. Don't forget to select both sessions, and I'll see you online soon.